Yes, welcome back to the Bumper Breakfast. It's a pleasure being back here this great and beautiful morning. Yinka Kenny, I want to say thank you for holding forth. And I was hoping that by now, you are so lucky I'm not even wearing the color of your blouse this morning. My plan was to wear the peach, and somehow I got to change my mind somewhere in the middle of it. All right, I want to take a look at the papers this morning and, of course, get to tell you what's happening across the world. Yinka Kenny, you want to take the first one?
Oh, okay. The Punch newspaper. It's really
The same
same. We've been on same.
palaver.
We've been on same for the past 2 weeks now. Okay, we're talking economy now. The new naira notes and governors' parties begin legal battle over CBN deadline. El Rufai, Matawale, Yaya Bello sue federal government, demand extension, and quote backs party stops CBN Buhari from shifting deadline. EFCC nabs Abuja bank manager holding 29 million naira new naira notes. And the sad one yesterday, the world is mourning over the picture story on the front page of the Punch newspaper. The world is mourning the earthquake that happened in Turkey yesterday.
Yeah.
As at yesterday, when I listened to the news, I heard a little bit below 2,000. But this morning, the Punch newspaper is saying that over 2,700 have been confirmed killed. A very sad one. That's a natural disaster. And when I tell people that Nigeria, we cannot but count our blessings, because we talk about man-made issues that we have. We really do not have, this natural disasters that the world is,
Uncontrollable
uncontrollable.
disasters.
You check, some will have hurricane, and you begin to, where do you even start from?
Or how do they even plan for
it, and all of that. So, but the world is really mourning with Turkey, and we really pray that they would find solace. Okay, thugs disrupt Rivers APC rally, destroy vehicles. Man arraigned for burning wife, brother-in-law to death. That's the story, the one from last year. The lady that came from Scotland and did not, I think the husband was not aware of her arrival, and back and forth, and he went there during the midnight to burn the building, probably because she built a house, and I think it was messy. It's really a sad one, and 2 people lost their life in one day. Very sad one. Okay, 613 billion Sukuk loan spent on roads and bridges. That's coming from federal government this morning. Above the nameplate, we will hunt down 16 Nigerian killers in Burkina Faso. Okay. And court stops Lagos International Airport concession. Autumn shuns Atiku campaign, Ayu slams governor. Lawan's Supreme Court victory, daylight robbery, that's marching our camp. I was discussing that behind the scene with our guest in the studio this morning, that this came to most Nigerians as a surprise that Lawan could come
win.
out. Yes.
At the Supreme Court.
Yeah, the Supreme Court. When I read, and unfortunately that is the highest court. No, is a full stop.
When you win there, you win everywhere.
At times you begin to wonder, then why go to the
Lower
tribunal, to the court of appeal, before you now...
Because you want justice and the interpretation of the law.
And the Supreme Court will still now come and say something, no matter what had happened at the lower courts.
I think Lawan won at the lower court and then lost at the appeal.
He won at the lower court and lost at the appeal. It's
I think it's the way with the law.
But then,
and that's why people seek redress in the court of law.
Well, I would
ultimate
I would really like a lawyer to come discuss this, because you begin to...
Once the Supreme Court gives a judgment, discussion does not matter.
Let's just be careful about precedents because,
Uh,
honestly,
Are you sure this is the first time it's happening?
well, so people can now, well, I'm not a mastering all of this,
No.
but I stand to be corrected before.
Did you read the
before
Supreme Court judgment?
I did yesterday. I did.
And did you see the explanation they gave for Machina's
No,
query of?
yes, and everything. But
So I think it was a technicality of some
my,
sort.
my
but-
question now is that what happened at the Court of Appeal, then again, I want to say that no, come what may, I was, as a layman that I am, I'm not a legal practitioner. If with all of the, the evidences and, the technical whatever that was given, I felt that both of them should be disqualified. No, because we are now saying that, okay, it's all right to have, to pick up two tickets, during the election. That's what, I don't know, that's what it looks like to the layman now.
No, so basically, the Supreme Court said Machina adopted originating summons to invoke his case at the Federal High Court. He wasn't meant to do that. That's just what nullifies. So
Yes.
no matter the evidence,
So what
if
I
the
am saying is
technicality,
that could both of them not have been disqualified? And you pick the number 3 candidate now.
well, there was no number three.
So
It was
then
just
there-
between the two of them.
then let there be no. I don't know. I'm just talking like a layman. I keep saying that so that someone will not go and quote me that Yinka Kenny said. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a broadcast journalist. Anyway,
Okay.
at times we cannot help but think like the layman and think, try to think, use the rational thinking to say, can it just be this? Because I'm looking at, come 2027 now, by the grace of God, you will find people, picking up 2, 3, 4 tickets.
And if people pick you see the interesting part. If people pick up 2, 3, 4 tickets, the Electoral Act will knock it out. But people will learn not to use the originating summons. Precedent.
Okay.
All right, the Guardian newspaper this morning, Naira Swap. You have the Naira Swap as the banner headline. You have court restrains Buhari CBN on February 10 deadline. 3 APC governors sue federal government over Naira scarcity. Obaseki backs cashless policy. Protesters accuse banks of hoarding, selling Naira notes to politicians for vote buying. 14 political parties threaten to boycott elections if Naira redesign cash withdrawal policies are cancelled. Nasima, CBN should have introduced 5,000 Naira notes, not redesign the Naira. Lawani Machina out. Supreme Court decision splits lawyers. Mbaka spits fire over Kanu Naira redesign and fuel scarcity. Katsina attack death toll may exceed 100 as government urges residents to confront terrorists, and NIPC moves to improve FDIs, reduce Nigeria's appetite for loans. Again, court commits CFCC boss Bawa to prison for contempt. Pastor Wale Paul Adefarasi lose their mother at 98. That's the matriarch of the Adefarasi family. May her soul continue to rest in peace. And of course, I think she's been a blessing all her life. Ika Kenny, the Nigerian Tribune.
Okay. Nigerian Tribune this morning is still talking about the new Naira note and the banner. Excuse me. The banner headline on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune is cash swap. Court stops Buhari CBN from shifting February 10 deadline. And 14 political parties threaten to boycott election if federal government cancels Naira redesign policy. As Kaduna, Kogi, Zamfara governments take federal government to Supreme Court. We also have a legal practitioner exonerated from conspiracy allegation. I will restore security to Benue if elected as president. That's a statement from Atiku this morning. We have settled with G5 members. Ipe Azu, that's coming from Ayu. Okay, we wait. Nigerians are waiting to see the comeback of the G5 governors. We really wait to see and hear from the G5 governors. I can't wait to hear from Wike. He's saying that, oh, we have settled all the rancors between us. All right, NAF plane skids off Lagos Airport runway. Air Chief orders probe. And we have, okay, above the nameplate, APC Tinubu campaign plan to swap 22.5 billion naira for vote buying. PDP alleges. And APC campaign council challenges PDP to provide evidence. I take that right again. APC campaign council challenges PDP to provide evidence. Okay, of course, it's election time. We have accusations here and there, and back and forth, insults and abuses, and lies and truths, and history coming out. A lot of things coming out. Okay, Wike secures court order, moves to stop suspension from PDP. Supreme Court affirms Lawan as Yobe North APC senatorial candidate, and NIPC moves to slash Nigeria's appetite for loan, initiates a master plan for boost FDIC. That's it.
Right, the next one here, the Nation newspaper is where we go next, and the Nation newspaper also has part of the story on the Naira redesign. All right, for the Naira redesign on the Nation newspaper, you have governors ask Supreme Court to halt CBN's Naira swap deadline. Kaduna, Kogi, Zamfara states sue federal government. 4 political parties get High Court injunction to block extension. An EFCC arrests bank official with 29 million Naira new notes. 3,500 killed in Turkey, Syria earthquake. And this morning, the death toll from the BBC report has risen to 4,300. And they're still searching for survivors. The 7.8 magnitude quake struck at Gaziantep in the early hours of Monday while people were asleep. The country's disaster agency says more than 2,900 people were killed in Turkey alone with the first quake, and more than 15,000 people were injured. That's so sad, so sad. All right, Katsina, Buhari seeks 2 million votes for Tinubu. Terrorists will be defeated, says APC candidate. Machina loses Yobe APC senatorial ticket to Lawan. 391,145 PVCs uncollected in Osun. Trial of Ekweremadu wife, child, doctor begins. Why NLC opted for consensus to pick leader. And education is the greatest weapon against poverty. That's coming from the Tinubu Campaign Council. All right, Emefiele's Naira, the redesign, dance, general election. I still stand with Tinubu. Nnamani, JS PDP. Court frees Okorocha over 3 billion Naira fraud. All right, this morning we have a guest in the studio, but let's take a commercial break. When we come back, you get a B team, and of course, we're discussing some of the stories in the news.
Papa, mama, brother, sister, this Lagos must work for all of us. Everybody da fun Eko.
Oh yes, Lagos people, papa, mama, sister, brother, auntie, plus including uncle them. Better don't land for Lagos State gidigba. Money wey be for Lagos State, then go use them for Lagos State. Wella, no more baba sope. They no go chop Lagos State money. Nobody go pocket Lagos State. Then go take and build Lagos State, build road, build hospital, build houses, and now only one man fit do this job. His name na Abdulaziz Olajide Adediran Jandor. He can't carry one ogbonge person as the deputy governor. Her name na Funke Akindele. My people, wetin we dey wait for? Make we vote for light, vote for change. No be the kind change where they vote before. This one na the original change. How Amumu don do? Pay dey pay.
Everybody da fun Eko.
Magic things.
Another song for the girls now. Blow boy, hey Oxa, yeah no, yeah. Girl, you see me and I see you. I know you want me, girl, I need you too. Don't stop, baby, continue. There's nothing in this world that I won't do. I know you got it, man. You know they do you right. Now they make you sad, yeah. She not like this, you they treat you. Girl, I even say they beat you, but you deserve a guy. Brown skin boy, we no go leave your side. A very good boy, we go lay your side till the end of time. I say, okay, that do she naked. I thank God say you come my way. Girl, I know they use you, they play. I no go ever leave you lying. Okay, that do she naked. I thank God say you come my way. Girl, I know they use you, they play. I no go ever leave you lying. Girl, you're the light in my life, the love of my life. Last of your kind, I be yours till I die, oh. I'ma do that, I'ma do me, oh. Your love is so pure, she love that be on me. Pè mí lórúkọ kò fà mí nílùú gan, máa kọrin fún ẹ, máa tún pa wọ́n nílùú gan forever and for always. I'll never leave you for one day, cause I cannot do Chineke. I thank God say you come my way. Girl, I know they use you, they play. I no go ever leave you lying. Okay, not do Chineke. I thank God say you come my way. Girl, I know they use you, they play. I no go ever leave you lying. My baby, not true talk. I know they flatter you. Give me chance, I go bamba you, yeah. Anything where you want, I do. 1 + 1, na me and you, yeah. I don't want to be your ex-boyfriend. You want to know my mother, baby, let's go there, oh. Girl, I'll do anything to make you happy, cause okay, that do Chineke. I thank God say you come my way. Girl, I know they use you, they play. I no go ever leave you lying. Okay, that do Chineke. I thank God say you come my way. Girl, I know they use you, they play. I no go ever leave you lying. Sunrise, sundown, girl, I go there. Anything you buy, girl, I go pay. You tell me to leave, but I go stay. Cause I don't want no man to take my place. Girl, me, I love you. I took girl like mathematics, I go solve you. And anytime you need me, I'll be there for you. Baby, you can call me when you wanna call you. Cause I there for you, baby. And I go pray for you, baby, yeah. Follow me, yeah, me, baby, yeah.
Magic things.
Shine your eyes, make you no carry last. Kokoro tonja for Idia follower. Anytime morning is shining, tito the fire, make you the shine eyes. Bad no song, my penny the song. Talk to yourself and listen to yourself. For yo, you talk to what I want when you come put to me for trouble, yo. For trouble, yo. Me, I don't care. Waiting and say, who's on the flex out with me when bad there? Your best friend could be your worst enemy, so shine your eye, so shine your eye. Turn that fly. It's the follower. Anytime morning is shining, so shine your eyes, make you no carry last. Kokoro tonja for Idia follower. Anytime morning is shining, tito the fire, make you the shine your eyes.
welcome back to the Bumper Breakfast. That we have joining us this morning, an accounting specialist, a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Chartered Institute of Accountants, Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. Yes, is a trainer, is a communication specialist, and of course a regular on the Bumper Breakfast. We have Mr. Akin Otunke joining us this morning. I'm not wearing the actual kind of fabric we used to wear. Good morning.